Sup home skillets, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to the midweek. I'm just going to change the color temperature on some of these key lights. That's what I'm going to do. I've been thinking about taking my camera down and doing some white level balances, but not this evening. But I think maybe that helps. We're going to be doing some ancient Roman cookery this evening. We're doing lentils, coriander, leek and lentils, glazed carrots, and flatbreads, and it's all very exciting. I think I've done this on the stream before. I've definitely done a video about it. But if I did it on stream before, it would be quite a long time ago. So yeah, this is surprisingly good. I should probably bring the recipes up. Yeah, I'm thinking, do I also need to move, because the camera gets freaked out when this key light gets in the way. That might be better. What about over here? Oh, actually, that's immediately better. Why didn't I do that a year ago? Hang on. Since no one's here. And then I come over here. Oh, yeah. Fantastic. Okay. Lentils. I'm going to use lentils from a can today. Wolfie joins us. Welcome on in, Wolfie. I was just trying to recall, well, actually, the other thing we need to check. Still busted custard. So it was working a little bit before, but it is not now. So I'm going to have to think on my feet, and let us get the coconut. Well, the guy came and did the assessment, but I haven't heard anything back yet. So I was going to give them one more day. Whoop. And then see. So we're going to, this is available on buzzmoo.com. This is, what is it? It's a version, it's a what would you say? Interpretation of a recipe from Dire Culinaria, from a PCS's collection of Roman dishes. There you go. I'm glad that worked. So we want 250 grams of lentils, 2 liters of water, 1 leek. Alrighty. We'll need carrots as well. Whoop. Sup, Jazz? What's the haps, home skillet? Oh no, there's a carrot on the floor. What's the time frame for the building of the Jazz HQ camera? Probably those 3. I've also adjusted the temperature of the lights. It's chilly.
Hello.
Chilly. Are you done for the day?
Kind of.
I'm just saying how.
Came out of a brilliant presentation
Oh yeah. How brilliant would you say it is?
by my new identity practice lead.
Well, that is good.
How's it going in the kitchen?
Just getting started.
Oh.
I've just adjusted the color temperature and the position of some of these lights.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see, because when I reviewed the stream from Monday, yeah, this is much more blue than everything else.
Is it because of the reflection of your blue jumper?
Could be, but maybe not. We'll find out. Hello. Whitey just had heaps of food.
No.
Now she wants some more.
Hello. Maybe she just wants to be involved.
Oh, Whitey.
You're involved, Whitey.
I don't know about that.
Whitey is in love with Bosmu and obsessed.
Like many people in this world.
Especially me.
Especially Shelley. So that's good.
It is good. You've got two annoying girls that you have to live with.
What a life! So I'll just chop these carrots. So the carrots are glazed in honey, and we use some vinegar as well.
I made honey carrots last night.
And you'll be getting it again.
It's good. I like it.
Shelley made a fine roast turkey
With all the trimmings.
with all the trimmings. Yeah, pretty much all the trimmings. Felt like Christmas had come early.
It was so cold and gloomy. It felt.
It's definitely roast weather, and this is actually good winter fare as well.
Oh yeah. I love this. It's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah. Well, if you've got none, well that's sad. I've taken to putting a toilet cleaner into the compost bin if I've left it too long. It seems to do a better job. We're going to need... Ooh. Yeah, it's a tough one. Oh, this was our... No, I left it out. It still actually smells pretty good. The imperial seasoning from when we did the leek and cheese crostata. But I'm afraid that we'll have to make another batch because I forgot to put it away. My last meeting, so normally I have a meeting on Wednesdays that goes from 3 till 4. But where's my watch? It ended early. We got 40 minutes back. So I was like, I'm fine with that. Sorry, I was just distracted by Whitey attacking a leaf. Let's have a look again. She's got the zoomies. So yeah, we're just boiling. It's just for two of us, and so this is 400. So we do roughly half a can. Whoa, she's on the move. In previous streams, I've used lentils that I've soaked overnight, but ain't got time for that. Yeah, actually it'll be interesting to see how this goes halved. Now, okay, because the stupid stovetop is busted. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the Instant Pot, like the saute on it. to do the lentils. Is what I'm going to do. What's everyone else having for dinner? Quite a nice afternoon. I think that's why Whitey's got a bit of energy to her. Grilled chicken and avocado salad. I like the sound of that. Yes, I do. So 1 litre of water. I don't have... I'm actually starting to get a bit hungry earlier than expected. Double check what we're talking about here. Oops. Wash the lentils, done. Saucepan, so we're halving it, so 2 litres. Bring to a boil. Can do. Saute medium. On it goes. And then what I think we will do is probably get the bread on next. So yeah, we're doing the lentil stew, the glazed carrots, and the flatbreads. Now they wouldn't have had 00 super refined flour in the Roman times. They would have had refined flour, but probably not as white as this. We're going to go in with some salt and some oil. Some warm water. I'm gonna, because it's been quite cold today, so the warmer the better. Okay. I feel like I can turn this up higher. One thing I don't like about the Instant Pot is you have to cancel the cooking mode to change any value. It doesn't matter that much, but just an observation. And then over here, we will plug this in. Like a salad, a 6-inch salad sub, or a 6-inch salad sub with ham, with honey mustard and jalapeno. That's what I would have. Well, I've been thinking about returning to. In fact, so this whole thing is vegetarian. I'm gonna put this on high because yeah, I do miss the vegetarian action. Foot long grilled salami, cheese, and lettuce, olives, red onion, yes, jalapenos, and Southwest chipotle sauce. Yeah, I could go for one of them right now. I'm just going to give the lights a test now that I've changed the color temperature, so it's like, I think I've turned it to 56,000 Kelvin. So this means nothing, I just want to see what it looks like. Especially on the VOD. Honey ham all salad except the olives, salt and pepper. The olives are pretty weak. In fact, I'm not sure I've ever come across a weaker olive than at Subway. Did you know that Subway has more locations than McDonald's? Or it did? No, I think it still does. Okay, warm water. Actually, that's probably a bit hot. We'll temper it. Ow. It's probably enough. So we're not using any leavening agents. I was going to, but I decided not to. Shirley has returned.
Back into the warmth.
Where the warmth. Probably will need to add some more flour to that. Wolfie heard the Subway guy died. Oh yeah.
Didn't he end up becoming a child molester?
Yeah, something went horribly wrong with that.
Yeah, I thought he got caught being a pedophile.
No, yes. I wouldn't put it past him. Yeah.
Actually, a famous American TV chef died today.
Who?
Her name is Anne Burrell.
Anne Burrell.
She's famous for her peroxide spiky hair.
Oh.
You probably may not know. She did lots of Food Network shows and stuff.
Well, that's no good.
Yeah, they don't know why yet. Something for natural cause or something. She was like 55.
55.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's getting on.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the cooking community update. Anne Burrell
I think that's her name.
is dead.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Subway has that smell, indeed. We're talking about our favourite Subways.
Oh.
Now, I think Shelley might have an opinion.
My favourite Subway is turkey and ham sub.
Turkey ham.
On which they don't do anymore.
What?
You can only get turkey or ham.
That doesn't sound.
Back in the day, you could get turkey and ham.
But can they do a turkey sub?
Yes.
Can they do a ham sub?
Yes, but when you're ordering a turkey sub, you can't add ham to it. At least not on Uber Eats. But I don't think it's there anymore, because otherwise it would be there.
Yeah.
Anyway, turkey and ham on Italian herb and cheese bread, not toasted.
Not toasted, yeah.
With just English cheddar.
Yeah.
And lettuce, tomato, carrot, cucumber, and ranch and salt and pepper.
Ranch, yeah, and the old S&P.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's what I would get every time. In the exception of when I'm getting Subway when it's raining, then I like to get a meatball sub
Oh.
toasted with lettuce and tomato and cheese.
Oh, really? On it? I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So, but doesn't it get hot? The chilled salad get
Yeah,
hot?
but it's alright actually.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of like mixing it into your roast
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, the
But
meatball
it's nice
sub.
to have fresh tomato with meatballs. So.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, but for some reason I just only really eat that on rainy days.
Well, it's no rain today, but maybe tomorrow. Yes, I still remember, because I didn't really eat much Subway, but I remember getting a meatball sub for the first time. I was in the Woden food court and I was doing a case job at the Woden Community Centre, and we did lunch out there, and it's like, oh, because maybe it was a relatively new product. And it's like, meatball sub, so I got that.
Yeah, meatballs went out straight up. Yeah, it was something that came out a bit later. But yeah, when I used to work in the city in Brisbane, Subway was like on the same street, so it was just so easy. Everyone pretty much would go there.
Oh, yeah. I like it. I like it. Tell us what you really think, Whitey. Okay, we're going to use some honey from the hive, which was rescued from the stupid ants. Yeah, I think the Subway bread is kind of designed kind of like how they do the fresh baked bread or the cookie smell in a house that they're trying to sell. I think it's more an American thing, but yeah. I think like 6 inch isn't enough, but that's what I get. And then also, but a foot long would be too much. You know what I'm saying? Where is the search bar here? Hang on. So what am I doing? Carrots. Roman style carrots? Yes. Hello, Whitey. Hello. So I need mint and cumin. We use dried mint this time around. I can see the ants are coming back. Maybe they smelt the honey. The honey. that's that's a good one, Wolfie. And then cumin, which I bought. So we basically add the cumin and the mint. Now, I haven't written that you grind them. Clam up, Whitey. No, I will not clam up. Kind of hard to. Yeah, 6 inches not enough. 12 inches too much. Too much. Take it back.
Yeah, no, I could never.
Jelly could never. Oh, you poor little thing.
But 6 inches is a good amount. Well, that's for the cookies are the main.
Yeah, the cookies. I mean, it's all about the cookies.
Yeah, the raspberry white chocolate cookies are one of my favorite desserts to get.
Yeah. So we'll add some. Whoop, that's probably a bit much. Cumin and mint, and we're going to activate the aromatics. So cumin and mint, oregano and leek. So if we think about what we're talking about here, historically, you don't really have things, well, in Roman cooking, you certainly don't have tomatoes. You don't have garlic in the way that we're talking. So the garlic is the leek. So these are from the same family. These are all part of the allium. But yeah, so ancient Roman and Italian cooking is very different. It's very different. Yeah, they need like a 7.5-inch sub. That's what they need. Yeah, let's give Whitey some more food. Why not? Hi. Very interested in the food. Yeah, 7.5. That's what we're going with. I'm going to bring down the heat quite a lot because we want to infuse this. Just going to put the bread on again. Whitey always hungry. Add the oil to the pan. Add the cumin and mint. So this is what we're doing now. And then we're going to add the carrots. It smells good already. So let's do that. Now we need a bit of vinegar. It really doesn't matter which vinegar. White wine vinegar. Let's go with apple cider. Use that up. Worth shaking. Cool. And for the lentils, we're just waiting for the scum to scum up, and then we'll de-scum. Yeah. So we're going to add the vinegar, the water, and the salt. So this is how we're building the glaze. Yeah, they are. They're like the heroes of this thing. And then basically we're just giving, so we're halving the recipe, so this is like a splash of the vinegar and a splash of water. and then they're just going to, well, they'll braise is what it will be. And some salt. Yep. I'm just wondering where my mention of the honey is. Cumin, mint, carrots, vinegar, salt. I thought this had honey in it. Well, I will put honey in it because that's what I want. Honey, so in these times, you don't have refined sugar. Well, you probably don't have refined sugar. And then the primary sweetener is through honey. Honey cultivated probably in Babylon, certainly recorded from the Egyptian times onwards. Definitely an expensive ingredient. And yeah, so we're kind of doing a mix of, but if you think about it, like we say, like peasant food, imperial food, a lot of them come from the same bases, and so no, you wouldn't have had honey if you were a peasant or a Roman, warrior or whatever, unless you were very highly ranked. You wouldn't have honey in your dishes. But I am a Roman commander, and that's what I'm going to do. And a lot of the originally the honey is like wild caught. The Egyptians definitely knew where bees lived and what they did. So it's definitely thousands of years that we've had access to honey. But if you think about the amount of people that knew about it and how to harvest it, obviously it's a very rare kind of ingredient. And largely is medicinal. So rather than an ingredient in a dish, you're looking at honey as a medicine. This idea still persists today. Yeah, and it's not until, if you think of sugar now, from an industrial sort of perspective, we start to get sugar, non-honey based sugar from beetroots. So beet sugar was the first, or the main big crop that allowed sort of commercial sugar production. And then later on sugar cane, which we get from the West, the Caribbean, the Windies, as Jazz has said. But yeah, up until I think World War II, even beet sugar was the primary, beetroots was the primary source for refined sugar. I think. I will double check that though. Yeah, actually, Wolfie Zoidenberger called me the other day and he was like, hey, I was down at the nursery and getting some plants, and there's the manuka, not to be confused with manuka, bushes down there, and it's like, if you still have a beehive, maybe we should plant some manuka bushes around here so that I can produce manuka honey. And I said I thought that was a good idea. But I am also thinking about giving my hive away. Jess, who is not with us in the chat at the moment, I think she's got COVID. But we did talk last week about the ethics of pest control for infected hives. And is it right to keep this colony going knowing that it's going to be diseased its entire time, its entire life cycle? And I'm not sure it is. And yeah, it just makes me feel sad, basically. So let's start scumming. Actually, let's check the other recipe. So we are bringing to the boil. And so we're going to need some fresh leaking coriander. And because we're halving it, we don't need a huge amount. Oop. Really quite fine. And you notice this process is actually kind of backwards to a modern process. So we're not browning, we're not like frying the leek off first. Cool. There is nothing that smells like coriander. Nothing else. Cool. Music has stopped. And so really what we're doing here is we're poaching the carrots in the flavoured liquid is the idea. This would definitely be, like, you could definitely doable on the campaign. Definitely something you could make in camp. So we will just take some of the lentil scum off. I'm not entirely sure how necessary it is.
Oh yeah, here's an interesting food story I heard today.
Oh.
So one of my colleagues who's in Melbourne, he pinged me and he said, "Oh, he's like, oh, you didn't tell me Isabella was in the office today," and then he's like, "Oh, she had the weirdest coffee order that we've seen, and it's been the talk of the office all day."
Yeah.
And then I was like, why the hell would I tell you that? Like, I didn't know you needed to know she was there.
Nor her coffee order.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not involved. But yeah, I was like, what's this coffee order? And it's like, oh, she put Coke in her coffee.
No.
Yeah,
Sure.
apparently she saw it on TikTok or something. It's kind of like how the Chinese people put
Oh yeah, Coke in the red wine.
But
Yeah.
it's kind of like a warm spider.
Yeah.
They call it a dirty soda in America.
Dirty soda.
I don't know
Oh
if you've heard that term.
no.
But yeah, dirty soda it's been a thing. I've seen people like get their Stanley cups, for example, and they'll put
You mean the Stanley Cup?
Huh?
Stanley Cup.
You know, Stanley cups are all the
Oh,
rage
yeah,
for
yeah.
all the girlies.
No,
on
I
TikTok.
thought you were talking about the sports competition.
No.
Yeah.
You'll get your Stanley cup, and you will put in it Coke, and you put some milk in it. So instead of using ice cream, it's called like dirty soda, and it had become a trend.
Right.
In recent
Probably
times.
in Utah. And so did you confirm with her that was
I
indeed?
actually didn't. I just remember.
I think you should do that now, and we'll report back live.
Yeah. Maybe I will actually. I was just talking to her. But I was talking to her, and then I remembered that, and I was like, oh yeah, I was going to talk to her about that.
Yeah. I mean, I can.
Wait, I'll ask her.
Okay. Pending, but we will find out sooner rather than later. Can't judge, can't judge. Oh, dirty soda. So when I hit this with honey, what I'm going to do is, because I have only that cooked up, I need it to cook the flatbreads. So I'm going to put the carrots in to the oven, and I'm not going to forget that. Hang on, I'll just test. So yeah, you can go into the oven. Don't let me forget to not touch this handle. Dirty soda. Yeah, that's one of the things that I burn myself worst with is putting stuff into the oven and then like obviously like dishes and casseroles or whatever, but if you put a pot in, and these are all rated for oven temperatures, but because it's got the handle, your hand sort of just naturally goes out to grab the handle, and when that happens, you have a bad time. Flatbreads. It's good. I'm gonna go for a little more. Let's hit the carrots with some onion. Maybe I should what?
She might have fish for dinner. But now I do want to know.
Me too.
I guess I could look it up on TikTok if that's where she found it.
That's where people find things. TikTok.
I'll continue.
She's our roaming reporter. What is this? All right, so now we need coriander again. Oh, cumin. Did I put in? Yeah, coriander. Where did I put the coriander? Peppercorns. Yeah. Rue, which I don't have. I'm going to put fenugreek in, and then we're going to use mint. And then, so garum is a an ancient, a fish sauce, fermented fish sauce. We'll use just Southeast Asian fish sauce for this. Fenugreek always requires a good amount of bashing. Messlin porter, as I call it. That looks pretty good.
I feel quite hungry.
Check on the carrots. So we're here. So we're going to add the leek and the coriander. Half of the coriander. It smells really good. Might even want a little bit of water. Yeah, it's the bee shizzles. Red alert. Bops. Oh man. I haven't been to a chiro for a while, but I love chiropractic sessions. I always hate how they're always like trying to tell you the science behind it, and then it's like this whole description. I'm like, that, just get to the snappy. Oh, it's good. Some are better than others. Like it's kind of like what would you say? What's the medicine that's not medicine? Like the the water drop crap. Oh, I can't remember what it's called, but just going to turn this down. But yeah, get your neck snapped good. That's my recommendation. Why is the camera just gone away? Oh. We're back. Yeah. Naturopathy is what I was thinking of, but also a pseudoscience. But it feels really good, and I think it makes a difference. What area is your area of focus? So I'm done with this, and this goes into the oven. Actually, I'm going to try one first. Yeah, like aromatherapy or naturopathy. It's good. Actually, I'm going to give it just a touch more honey. All right, and we've established if I burn my hand when I take this out of the oven, Wolfie is to blame. Upper spine, neck, severe pain through the arms. Yeah, that sounds like there's some good. Presumably, I don't know if we've talked about it, Wolfie, but like the ASMR Cairo core, like, I mean, it's a big trend. Yeah, you should look that up in Boomshine. Very satisfying if you're into that kind of thing. Okay, so grind the spices and the other herbs. So let's just make sure. Also, Boomshine, I've changed the color temperature of the key lights. So I've brought them much warmer. So they're like they're like 58,000 Kelvin. So much warmer on this one, and this one. And I have moved this key light down so that if I come over here, it's looking like its angle of vision is above the key light in front of it, because the light before was disrupting the AI like tracking. Yeah, I think this looks better. Whoop. In with the spices. I feel like I could have added the whole tin. And then the fish sauce. Yeah, we've got Boomshine's birthday on. Well, we're going to. Where's the fish sauce? A fine establishment for Boomshine's birthday. I think this wants more water. And a little bit of honey. Haven't done some fine dining in a while. So that is fine. Good honey. So vinegar as well as garum is a key thing, and the way like the acidity cuts into the fishiness essentially of the garum. Whoa, 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 whoa. Welcome on in at Chums. Oh man, there's a lot of people here and I'm going to struggle. I am going to struggle to keep up. Thank you very much for the raid. Is my thing going to tell me? No, it's already passed. Who the hell raided me? Edward, Nemonis, Chorno. We got Sniper, Sub-Sniper 1. We got Mama Ara. The Police Chase Network. I think that is worth another round of colours. Chums, welcome on in. We are doing some ancient cooking this evening. Oh no, there's too many people here. Mashy. Who else we got? Oh, there's too many. Police Chase. Dodgers, thank you very much for the follow. What else do we have here? What did you guys have for dinner? We are in Canberra, Australia, and we are making some ancient Roman dishes this evening. So all of these dishes are at least 2,000 years old. No lie. Simple, but effective. We're doing some lentils. We're doing some glazed carrots, and we're about to make some flatbreads. Welcome on, everybody. Cirque, grabbing the white flag. Feel free to self-promote, Chums. This is a very small channel, and always happy to see new peeps. Dodgers. It smells traditional, but like it's got like an ancient mystery going on in it. And it is simple, has Jazz. It is simple. And this would probably be between something like not peasant food, but not like elite food either. If we can say middle class, we'll say middle class. Welcome on in, Chums. How many times have they promised smell-o-vision and failed to deliver? What did everyone? Well, I'm just going to assume most of you are from America. What did you have for dinner? Because you all should be in bed by now. Not watching Twitch. So we're going to do some flatbreads now. So we're heating this up. My stovetop broke, so we're doing a bit of a readjustment. just three clams. Where do you guys come from? I am not familiar. I'm not familiar with whoever the hell just raided me. Flatbreads is the third component of this dish. Where is my flour? Yep. So, pretty small channel, realistically. But hey, that's Twitch. Sausage and pepper, white gravy with roux. That is, sounds American to me. So these flatbreads are just strong flour, salt, olive oil, and water, because most of the Roman breads, especially out on the field in campaign, they probably weren't leavened. so we don't have a rising agent or a raising agent in them. White gravy is kind of like, if I understand it properly, like the Americans have gravy and biscuits. And biscuits are kind of like scones.
Yeah, well, they actually call it brown gravy versus white gravy.
Brown, yeah.
White gravy is kind of like a roux, bechamel sort of.
Yeah. White gravy's we're getting the update from the Shelley News Network. We got, brown gravy more like a meat gravy, and then white gravy is like a white sauce. Yeah, white sauce. Yeah, bechamel. Are there any chases going on this evening, Police Chase Network? Feel free to drop links. I don't worry about that. But you can also make the gravy with like bacon bits and stuff. Edward tells us that white gravy is made with flour, milk, and cream. And is this like a southern?
Yeah.
Yeah, a southern.
You normally have it on like fried chicken steak.
Okay, over fried chicken steaks. Yeah.
And with biscuits.
And with biscuits, like breakfast biscuits. Yeah, the American approach to this is fairly different to what I'm used to. That's just as hunky. Sausage or bacon grease. Yeah, okay.
Remember, I think I tried to make Paula Deen fried chicken steak.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really oily.
Yeah. We have. That's right. We haven't used that cookbook. Paula Deen. I can't remember much else about her, but she's very American. I can tell you that much. So, no oil in this one because we're doing ancient Roman breads. We're just heating this up as hot as it can go. Yeah, lard. We've got that here. Where are you guys all from? Is my question. I think I just said I was in Australia, which hopefully is obvious, given the accent. Huh. Success. Sausage, brown it in a pan. Some flour to make the roux. Add milk or cream. Stir and simmer. Yes, I like this so far. Till it thickens. Then add plenty of pepper, little salt, and pour it over biscuits or toast. I feel like I need to revisit biscuits and gravy because the last time, I tried to do it. It didn't. I don't know if it's been a while. Kentucky. I just finished a bottle of. Actually, did it? Bourbon, which I think was from Kentucky. Because Kentucky bourbon has very strict rules about what makes it Kentucky. Never been to Kentucky. And that is already hot. Just let that go for a moment more. Wolfie likes the Kentucky Fried Chicken. Absolutely. Bourbon and Corvettes, that's right. Is that where the Mustangs come from? Because that's a car. And it has a horse for a logo, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so Kentucky, where is this adjacent to? Like, oh man. Testing my knowledge here. But we don't have too many Kentuckians join in on the stream, so welcome aboard. Mitch McConnell, indeed. I know him. He looks like the tortoise from Robin Hood. Yeah, that's good. Rand Paul and Ron Paul, probably. That's a bit loud. Is Rand Paul still alive? Like I quite liked him. I'm not a libertarian, but Orange Hue. Where is he? I see no Orange Hue. Oh, there he is. Who's the Julia Childs? Woodboy. Thank you very much for the follow. So I don't stream a huge amount, like twice a week max. But your support is appreciated. What's the haps, Hugh? We're doing some very, very old recipes this evening. About 3,000 years old. Man, I wish I had some Kentucky bourbon to celebrate this raid, but can't even find my wine, so. Orange is back in the hacienda and planning. Is that?
Voila.
6'3". No. She looks short. Not hot enough. More. Alright, so we're going to finish cooking these breads. We'll check on the carrots, which are in the oven. The lentils are done. So we'll be done probably within about 20 minutes, is the plan. Thank you very much for the gifted sub, Hazjaz. I know Yolo is not in here because he's currently streaming, but I will let him know that he won the lottery. Flour, water, salt, olive oil. That's it. Oh, coming in with a bit. The little bitty. We got to a hype train on Monday. I need to review the settings because it seemed like a bit over the top for for what it was. Pelmini. No, but I'm about to find out. Says, oh, I'm interested. So We do occasionally do on this channel themed weeks. Whoops. Dumplings. Oh, so many ads. Okay, I like the look of this. Cool, yes. I'm in. That's that one. Pill Maxi. It's all Greek to me. What did we do? We did Norway, I think, was the last like a deep Euro country. Last week we did a bit of Indian. Oh, Hugh, it was so close. Maybe next time. Haladitz sounds Jewish. Let's have a look. Always open to suggestions. What do you say? Haladitz. Ukrainian. Oh, it's kind of like a chicken noodle soup in like aspic or something like that. Pork, chicken, onions, carrots, celery, leaves, peppercorns. Yeah. Yes. I like it. Yeah, all right. So the gelatin comes from the bones. Okay, I will add both of these to my list. Greek. Ah, the Greeks. How are they going? Shelley asks if the Greeks ever recovered from the Grexit, like the bankrupts. Let's see. Yeah, I think it wasn't it 2008 or something? There was trouble. Yeah, they were in trouble, like with Ireland as well. No, you don't. Probably the European banks got them covered. Tonight we're drinking some Wins Deciding, the 2022 vintage. Not a bad bottle of Cab Sav for less than $20. You want to get it on sale, but it's good. Yeah, if it's less than $20, grab a bottle. Yeah, we were talking about the I can't remember the place in Tokyo that's got that Michelin-starred ramen place, and I've had good ramen. I haven't had ramen in Japan. Did you have ramen in Japan?
I didn't, but I did have yakitori.
Shelley had yakitori.
And I had sushi and I had a bento box.
Fine bento box. That's cool.
And I had sake.
Sake. Bit more heat. Yeah, so we're getting into winter here in Canberra, Australia, and it's not so much fun. If you do drop a follow, we do in the warmer months do some outside streaming, so the backyard, checking in on the chickens and the bees, and reasonably sized vegetable garden, which we go out, collect. Sometimes we do cooking over the fire, not always. I feel like ramen is kind of like one of those things that's really simple, but also... Wait, what's the saying? It's like, simple to learn, difficult to master. Just a moment more on that one. So yeah, for those that are just joining us, you're looking at recipes that were probably came about 3,500 years ago. They've changed a bit. This obviously doesn't taste exactly the same because things like farming, husbandry techniques, like production and storage, that changes the taste of the ingredients dramatically. But this is probably the closest thing that you can get to actual Roman cuisine, in my mind. In my opinion, as the Americans say. Yeah, that's it. That's the simple thing about the ramen. It's like the process is what takes the time. Orange. So this my, and for those just joining us, kitchen renovation, part kitchen studio, part kitchen. The induction cooktop died, so I'm using a $50 Amazon thing on top of what is actually quite a nice cooktop that is dead and tried to kill us a few nights ago by setting something on fire. So we're working through that process. It is cooked. So that's why I'm using this Instant Pot, because I don't have any other hob. I'm going to give it a bit more water. And we are getting close to being done. You know, it's like if any of you take anything away from this stream and this raid, check your smoke alarms. If you don't have any, buy some. If you do have some, check the batteries. Because this is the first time in my life that I've ever woken up in the middle of the night with smoke in the house and the smoke alarm going off. Siri was going nuts, and it could have been bad. So for like $10, just get some. No, it did go off, thankfully. Cheap, easy, do it. And I even had earplugs in and I could hear it. So let this be a lesson to us all. All right. Exactly. Sex got it right. Yeah. How are we going to serve this? I think serve it fourth. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, fresh coriander. Heat off. Orange blue. Yeah, that's really distracting. Yeah, I think I think the orange. Yeah, there. So this is the red. Kind of orange. It's the best I could do. I would call it a washed out red. Okay. Turning oven off. Gonna warm these. Yeah, like a gel light. A bit more. Always, yeah. So, what I've been trying to work out is, so basically to cook I need music and wine, and obviously the ingredients. But it's quite hard to do the voice with the speaker over here, and that's why. So like if I change the track here, it takes a couple of seconds, but you should see a little widget pop up. There it goes. So you can see what I'm listening to. I need to hear it, but it's in a terrible position for you guys to hear it, and it's been bothering me. Oh, lava lamps, man! I do not own a lava lamp. Yeah, and then we watch Jeopardy. So I don't know what to do about that. Yeah, nothing. I did, so I listened, because one thing as a streamer you should do, and I don't do very much, is like watch your streams back. That's why I've been experimenting with the lights tonight. But you know when I get done with cooking dinner, because I'm actually making dinner, I just don't, I run out of caring very quickly. No worries, Hugh. You feed them cats. Always good to hear from you. Actually, I'm going to put these in the oven. Oh yes, good. Okay, Wolfie has paid attention. That is good. Here is carrots that I'm not burning myself with. Excellent. Oh, I just did. Oh, did you see how I just picked that up? It's like just invited me to it. Ah. After all that. No. Wait, does the ouch thing not? Oh, there it is.
Fatality.
All right, we'll use a. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I've definitely had worse. I think like one of the longer terms. So like this. Let's zoom in. This one was from literally when we did pizzas. Like I don't know how many months ago that was, but that is a burn. So it's just part and parcel of doing business. All right, one more to go. What is this? We'll get it off first. And doing like heating pans in the oven, much more like it's an old style way of doing things. Ugh. That's the last one there. And we test the carrots. Whoop. Yep. And then just the bowls. A life hack has been, if you are cooking something in the oven and it is winter, leave the oven door open after you're done, because there you've got some free heating. Especially if you've got like a steel plate in it. Cool. All right, let's clear the decks. I've run out of room. Oh. What, 30? No, that's You can't win. I think is how it goes. Okay, we are pretty much there. I'm just gonna reheat. Oh. Yeah. And put a few of these things away. Uh-oh, carrot down. Bowls. Bowls. Ah. Cool. my tum tum would be destroyed by that. I love chili. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Where does OBS go? It's not giving me. Why can I not see who just followed? Well, I'll give them a rando alert. Why is that not popping up? Who was that? Damn it. Well, whoever you were, thank you very much for joining this small little stream. Happy rainbow lights. Alright, that is pretty much it. Let's go. I'll tell you what else it's impossible to do. Land for 100%. So I have this recipe because last time we did this, I just had way too much left. And now it looks kind of small, but we have bread and carrots. Oh, I forgot to change the. Yep, that's it. So no leavening, no yeast or anything. So just straight up flatbread. Goes off. And what you have is literally what you would have had a few thousand years ago. It's not a glamorous thing, but that's the point. Little, indeed. Hey, we're gonna grab some parsley while we're at it. I'm gonna go outside and do that. Oh, I probably need to turn some lights on. Oh my God, the chickens have eaten. Oh wait, there's some. We will do this. I was surprised how hungry chickens are for parsley. Here we go. Simple. Yeah, so this would be something like for a legionnaire. So this isn't peasant food. Camera, come back, camera. So this isn't peasant food. Oh, it's not doing it. This is sort of like lower middle to middle class. So for those who have just joined us, we have lentils and coriander and leek. So leek is the dominant allium, sort of like savory aspect of ancient Roman and prior to that cuisine. Whoa, carrots, a fairly simple thing, and then the flatbreads. This is common, and then this has, because we added the coriander, like the dried coriander, and the garum as well. This has spice to it. Yeah, and then the honey is also what separates it, like economically, from peasant food to middle class food. So you get some sweetness in there. Wouldn't have tasted exactly like this because, well, these carrots here are nothing like the carrots that they cultivated then. But if you want a little, like a wrap, it tastes good. It's sweet and savory. And apart from the specific products, like we were saying, like how the flour would not be as refined back then, but the recipes that I've used tonight are from ancient Roman cookery books, but I'm using the ingredients that I could get to hand. So there's a bit of a compromise there, but it's good stuff. Like, I mean, especially if you are out and about, especially if you are poor or on campaign, it's good. It's good news. Yeah, and that's it. I suspect they probably, like with the carrots here, like I think you get, like it's a little, like a little taco, or like a little, hang on. Yeah. Carbs, protein. So there's no meat in this. People at this class level generally wouldn't have eaten meat, or if they did, it probably would be a part of a stew, or for like a celebration or something like that. Normally, you wouldn't eat meat. It's almost like a bao in a way. Is there much of a difference between lentils and buckwheat groats? No, I would, if you're not going for like historicity, I would just do it. I like groats. Buckwheat is good. Buckwheat is a very old grain. Yeah, that's good. It is healthy. I know. The weird thing about, and I know we've got like a lot of people watching right now. It's tough for me as like a cooking streamer. Like I hate people watching me eat, but that's always like that's the money shot, right? But the carrots as well. So let's go in here. Whoop, just mash the camera. So apple cider vinegar, water, honey, salt and pepper, and then just braise them, and then they went into the oven. It's a great way to do carrots. Yeah. Yeah, all good stuff. So we're done. Normally my streams don't go more than 2 hours. At least that's what I try and do. So Mondays and Wednesdays is when I try and stream. Pretty much always on Mondays. Wednesdays is a bonus depending on how much I've got going on at work. But yeah, it's great to meet some new faces. No worries, Lil. Feel free to jump into the Discord. Tiny one. Actually, I've got a cookbook which we've made free, an e-cookbook, which is now free. We call it Cooking for Gamers, and so this is 20 recipes for people that are into the video games that may not have attempted cooking before, or perhaps they've attempted cooking before and failed. And so it's 20 recipes set out, not by difficulty, but we have a series of achievements at the top of the recipe, and so you can just do the base thing, or for the extra chivo, you can take the recipe a little bit further. Thanks, Wolfie. You grab it right now. It's just a PDF. It's free, and basically I just did it because I like cooking and I like video games. is the bottom line there. Yeah, eating on stream. So we're going to leave it here. Thanks everyone for coming along for the ride. Make sure to follow if you hadn't. There are plenty more of this coming along. We do some Elder Scrolls, World of Warcraft, Star Trek, Star Wars. We do a fair bit of geek cooking here. So if that interests you, makes you hungry, sign up. And I'm gonna go and take this to Shelley now, because Shelley is really interested. So thanks again. Thanks, Wolfie. I hope you have a fine evening or a morning or whatever the hell it is that you're doing. Stay safe, and we will catch you again very soon. Bye for now.